feeling like Dante over here, because according to most of the people in this league, we're not even supposed to be here today. I don't know how you feel about that, but I don't know.
It seems like we've been the underdog the last couple matches, which surprises me. But hey, I feel like we've kind of shown what we can do so far, and I think this is going to be our first real true test. Jake and Michael are two great competitors, and they're great guys too. So I think this should be a real fun match, and I'm curious to see how it goes.
Right there with you.
Well, we're here, Michael. We have gone this far, 3-0, and some people might say we got here easy. Some people might say we haven't been tested, challenged, but I say we just we've done well so far, and we've worked well as a team. And now we're playing another team that credit to them. They admit that I don't think a lot of people expected them to get to this point. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of didn't, but they also, I may have underestimated them. But look at them now; they've proved themselves. Thomas and Matt, great team, really complemented each other. I don't know if that has to do with them being in the same room, and they're able to confer, but they've done well and well enough to get to this point. So we can't really argue with the way they got here, because it's kind of similar to how we got here as well. So. I'm looking for a good match. Didn't want Cody to be in this this interview just because, didn't want to shit talk these guys, because I much respect them. So, we just keep playing one match at a time, and we'll see what happens. How you feeling?
I'm glad to finally go against my fellow Full Metal Round 3 Musketeers, as they say. So yeah, it should be fun, and they have great chemistry, and it always shows. So yeah, it's no surprise to me that they're here, and it should be a fun match and very tense. Let's do this.
Yeah, we're basically going to be sucking each other off for the entire match, but I know this is going to be fun. So let's go.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Multiplex Movie Warzone. Tony's here. The #1 contender team match. Let's just get into it. It's concept of what a hamburger is all about, blah, 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 and second reel. So, introducing first, coming into the ring with 3 wins, 0 defeats. It is Jake, the Maestro Maringoni, and Michael, the Golden God Campbell. It is the concept of what a hamburger is all about.
I'm sorry, it's a handicap match now.
I don't think Michael's here, but that's okay.
Fishing Nepsock? What?
Not nice to call Jake handicap, but whatever. Now let's go into the next one. I was kidding. 3 wins, 0 defeats. It is Matt, Casual Chaos Cuellar, and Thomas, the Truth Team. It is second reel. Okay, without further ado, round 1, 8 questions, 8 categories. You get them all right, bonus question, whiteboards or paper or whatever. Let's get started. So your first question is going to
That was really quick.
I'm very excited.
Have you eaten a lot of sugar today, Caleb?
Take the cap off my marker.
Okay.
Is everyone ready?
You like the little squirrel in hoodwinked after coffee. Let's go.
That's weird. That's like the second time I've heard that mentioned this week. Okay. Well, your first question is going to come in the category of crime movies. These are things that you shouldn't do. Who directed 2019's Shaft?
I hate this question for the fact that I'm now going to have the Shaft theme stuck in my head for the rest of the evening.
I was about to start singing it, and then I realized I didn't know how it went.
I'm trying to remember. No, I'm not going to sing, though. I won't tarnish anyone's ears.
1. Pens down. Pens down. Let's start with Cuellar.
Totally not right, but that's very great.
And Michael.
Totally not right, but F. Gary Gray.
And Jake.
I was going to write John Roca, but I realized he hasn't done anything. Tim Story.
And Thomas Eanes.
Well, I'm glad I didn't watch it now.
That is correct, but the correct answer is Tim's Story. So Jake starting off with the only point.
Okay. So we are moving on to your second question in the family films. What is the nickname of Corey Feldman's character in The Goonies?
Michael,
Apart-
I'm saying it, not you.
Apart from Little Bo, what's your nickname, Caleb?
When I was in middle school, they called me Hammy after the squirrel from Over the Hedge. True story. I'm not even kidding.
I got called
5,
Rocky because I knocked a kid out.
4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's start with Michael
Is he Mal?
and Thomas
That's a booger.
and Jake
His real name is Clark. No.
and Matt.
Monster Squad is better. Hashtag facts.
The correct answer is Monster Squad is better. Hashtag facts. They were very quick in the hashtag game. 30 years
Very
in advance.
catchy name.
Concept is correct with Matt as we move into our third question, the category movie quotes. In what movie will you find the line, greater good, I am your wife, I am the greatest good you are ever going to get?
Not
Very
only a movie
hard.
quote-
Or what? Or are you going
Not only a movie quote, what Sean Sandberg says to you after every match.
to 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's start with Thomas
Heartbreak Kid.
and Matt
The Incredibles.
and Michael
Fatal Attraction.
and Jake.
The Incredibles.
That is correct, and second reel is now on the board.
Yep. So we move on to recent releases. Who directed Men in Black International? We were talking about this earlier. You not a fan of it?
Don't love this movie. No, I don't. It's not great. It's kind of annoying, but like nobody was really a fan of this movie. 5,
It had the greatest interviews ever before with Liam Neeson.
2, 1. Pens down. Let's start with Thomas
F. Gary Gray.
and Matt
It might be right this time. F. Gary Gray.
and Michael
Very good.
and Nick.
I'm sorry. I mean F. Gary Gray.
Yep. Clean sweep. As we get into your fifth question in the category of drama, what specific type of business does Sal own in Do the Right Thing?
I'm glad you said that one because I can't say that word starting with S. I end up saying ocean instead.
I have no idea what you're talking about, but okay.
Pacific. I can't say the word Pacific.
Oh. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Pens down. Let's start with Jake
Pizzeria.
and Thomas
Denaf.
and Matt
Pizza restaurant.
and Michael.
I don't know why I erased pizzeria, but I put pizza joint just because it's slightly.
We can accept all three of those.
Pizza's in the answer.
Well, it's not sparkling joint. I was like, I'll just.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Okay, so we are moving on to comedies.
Mhm.
Which 2008 film stars Josh Zuckerman, Amanda Crew, and James Marsden?
Wow.
That's funny. James Marsden was brought up earlier.
It was. But Snog, Marry, Avoid.
I know 2 of those words. 5, 4,
You don't know Snog?
2, 1. I think that's British soup. Let's start with Matt
I believe it is Sex Drive.
and Michael and Thomas
Oh.
and Jake.
I said 27 dresses.
Sex Drive is correct.
You know, it is.
So that's Jake's perfect round gone down the toilet.
And your penultimate question in the category of Oscars. What song from the 1942 film Holiday Inn won the Best Original Song Oscar?
Is this the best movie named after a hotel?
I mean, Best Western is pretty much named after True Grit. So 5, 4, not even True. Good, Bad, and Ugly, but 2, 1. Pens down. Let's start with Thomas
Wow, I'm doing great.
and Jake
I don't know if I got this right. White Christmas.
and Michael
White Christmas.
And Matt.
Better than Motel 6.
White Christmas is correct.
I always thought that the film had the song White Christmas. The film White
Both
Christmas.
do, but Holiday Inn is the one that
The one that.
Came fast.
Mhm.
Thanks, Bing Crosby.
Okay, and our final questions. We are going to the 70s. Who co-stars with Gene Hackman as Buddy Russo in The French Connection?
Someday you'll find it. The French Connection.
Oui, oui.
5,
French Kermit now.
4, 3, 2, 1. Pretty sure that's just Constantine. Let's start with Thomas.
Nothing.
And Jake.
Russia.
And Michael.
Roy Scheider.
And Matt.
Roy Scheider.
That is correct. And if I'm not mistaken, that does end around with Concept in the lead with 12 points. Second rule with 6. Is that what you have, Tony?
That's all I have.
As we move into the wheel round is going to work like this. There's going to be 10 different categories on our wheel from wheeldecide.com. The players in the lead concept are going to be able to choose whether to spin first or defer. And there will be 10 different categories on the wheel. You're going to get to spin the wheel once. If you like what you spin, you can keep it. Or if you don't, you can spin again, but then you are stuck with it. There are going to be 5 different questions in whatever category you spin. If you get it right, you get 2 points. You go to multiple choice, you get 1. Or if you get it wrong, the opponent gets the chance to steal. So the categories on our wheel tonight are Classics, Family, Nightmare on Elm Street, which is second reel strength, Spinner's Choice, Steven Soderbergh, which is concept strength, 80s, Action Adventure, Edward Norton movie release dates, and I'm an idiot who forgot to put opponent's choice on the wheel. That is my bad. I am so
No,
sorry.
we'll just play this game without it. Why not? All right. Just thinking on my idea.
1 second here.
Hey, you might want to take out the extra screen as well.
Oh, yep.
To be fair, it was second reel's biggest fan.
Nope. Okay. So the categories are all those, and opponent's choice, and Edward Norton, and movie release dates. So, concept, you're in the lead. You want to spin or defer?
Second, right?
Yeah, we'll defer.
Okay. So, second reel, this is your spin. Action Adventure, you want to keep that or spin again?
We'll take it.
Okay. Tony, would you like to give second reel their questions in the category of Action Adventure?
I certainly can. Okay, our first question in Action Adventure. Who co-stars with George Clooney as Dr. Julia Kelly in 1997's The Peacemaker?
Nicole Kidman, final answer.
That is correct for 2 points.
Our next question in Hobson Shaw. What is the code name of the programmable supervirus that Hattie Shaw injects into herself?
Multiple choice.
Is it A, Darwin, B, Snowflake, C, Eaton, or D, Keystone?
What was C again? I couldn't.
Eaton.
Eden. Yeah, that's what Eden, final answer.
Incorrect. Concept for the 1 point steal.
Can you have the options again, please?
Yep.
Your
that's it.
options are A. Darwin, B. Snowflake, C. Eaton, D. Keystone.
I think it's Snowflake.
Yeah, I think it was either Darwin or Snowflake.
Yeah, I think Snowflake.
Yeah, Darwin.
Snowflake.
Yeah, go Snowflake.
I didn't say it. Snowflake, final answer.
Correct for 1 point.
Okay, so moving on to the second reel. Your third question. Who directed Beverly Hills Cop 2?
Tony Scott, final answer.
That is
Correct
correct.
for 2 points.
Okay, your penultimate question. In 2000's Gone in 60 Seconds, what is the girl's name used as the code name for the Shelby Mustang GT500, the car that has always eluded Nicolas Cage's character?
Eleanor, final answer.
That is correct for 2 points.
That's cool.
And your final question in this. What was the title of the only Transporter film that did not star Jason Statham?
Five, 4, 3.
Refueled, final answer.
That is correct for 2 points.
I was seeing how harsh Boatman was feeling today, whether or not he wanted you to say the Transformer as well. The Transporter, I should say, not Transformer. That would be a completely different film.
We had already given them transporters, so.
Yeah.
Okay, so that does end second reel's round 2, 14-13, with second reel in the lead, if I'm not mistaken, as we go into concept spin. Okay, concept, your spin is in or away, or however you want to say it. It lands on movie release dates. You want to keep that as the goal.
I think we should take it.
Yeah, there's things I don't want on that wheel, and
Yeah.
it's a scenario of multiple choice.
Okay, I will be giving you your questions in the category movie release dates. First question. How many years after the original Disney animated film was Jon Favreau's The Jungle Book released?
Okay, so 67 to 16.
67, so that's
We'll go 70.
50,
It's 46 from 70.
29?
Yeah, it's 46 from 70 to 2016. So 40.
Wait, what?
Yeah, if
Yeah,
you go.
49.
Yeah, 49.
Yeah, you said.
49, final answer.
Correct for 2 points.
I think I made that way more complicated.
Yeah, I didn't know the original one, but thanks for the getting that one.
What year saw the release of Hot Rod?
07?
Right?
Yeah, you go for it.
Oh, thanks, Jake. It's 07, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
2007, final answer.
Correct for 2 points.
Just put you on the bus if it's wrong. Yeah.
Paper Moon, The Way We Were, and The Last Detail were all released in what year?
I think that's 73. The way we were. Last detail.
The Last Detail.
Or is it 71?
Okay,
Five,
go on. Which one? This one.
4.
I'm going to use a repeat.
Okay.
Repeat.
Okay. Paper Moon, The Way We Were, and The Last Detail were all released in what year?
I think it's 73.
If you're confident, go for it.
1973, final answer.
That is correct for 2 points.
Nice.
And your penultimate question. What year saw the release of I Still Know What You Did Last Summer?
Sorry, the
I
first
know.
one was 97. I'm pretty sure it's 98. I'm pretty sure it's back to back.
Yeah?
I don't think it was
That
99.
sounds right. That sounds like they would do that.
Okay, yeah. Want me to go for it?
Yeah, you go for it.
1998, final answer.
That is correct for 2 more points. Okay.
And you are taking this team, Michael.
Your final question. The Holly Hunter and William Hurt film Broadcast News was released in what year?
That's 1987. Yeah.
You go
Can I go for this one? 1987, final answer.
That is correct for a clean sweep of movie
Jesus.
release dates.
That was impressive.
23-14
Yep.
as we go into round 3. Round 3 is going to work like this. Teams are going to pick what they want for their 1, their 2, their 3, and their 4-pointer. And the categories they will be picking from are coming of age / teen, comic book movies, crime, 80s, actors and actresses, and horror. We will let them pick their categories right now, and we'll get back to you right now. Well, our competitors have went back to the original seating, and move Tony there, and they have picked their categories, which are Second Reel has picked their 1 in crime, their 2 in actors and actresses, their 3 in horror, their 4 in comic book movies, whereas Concept has picked their 1 in comic book movies, their 2 in coming of age, their 3 in actors and actresses, and their 4 in horror. So, since Second Reel is behind, I will start with their questions, and you will need to hit all but your 1-pointer in order to stay in the game, I believe.
Yeah.
So,
But Thomas, you should go ahead and hit it just for fun anyway.
Thomas, your 1-pointer in the category of crime. Robert De Niro and Ray Liotta reunited for what 1997 crime film?
Holy crap. 97.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Repeat the question.
All right, first repeat. Robert De Niro and Ray Liotta reunited for what 1997 crime film?
Copland?
That is correct for 1 point.
Good job.
Good pull. I mean, that's
Good
not a
job.
1. Good pull.
So we get into Matt's 2-pointer in the category of actors and actresses. Who plays used car salesman and fake spy Simon in 1994's True Lies?
It wasn't Bill Pullman, it was Bill Paxton. Final answer.
That is correct for 2 points.
And go ahead and do a quick timeout.
Okay.
Listen,
It's still
I'm trying
surreal to me to see them in the same screen, the same room. Oh my god!
We should get another camera in your hallway just so we can watch you walk through.
Cut it to where he teleports.
Big brother.
Okay. Your 3-point question in the category of horror movies. In Phantoms, name one of the 2 actors who played deputies to Affleck's sheriff.
Liev Schreiber. Final answer.
That is correct. The reason I started smiling is because in Phantoms, in the way the question is written is in Phantoms, in which Ben Affleck was the bomb, yo.
Why did you say that?
Because I didn't want to throw anyone off their groove.
All right, Stella.
Liev Schreiber was all right too, but he wasn't the bomb.
Okay.
Nor was Nicky Cat.
Now we go to the 4-pointer. He's in the category of comic book movies. In Scott Pilgrim versus the World, what is the name of the arcade game that Scott and Knives play throughout the film? Five, 4, 3.
Repeat.
All right, your second repeat. In Scott Pilgrim versus the World, what is the name of the arcade game that Scott and Knives play throughout the film? Five, 4, 3, 2.
Repeat.
One more time. Yeah.
In Scott Pilgrim versus the World, what is the name of the arcade game that Scott and Knives play throughout the film? Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Ninja Revolution.
And your winner by way of technical knockout, it is Michael and Jake, the concept of what a hamburger is all about. The correct answer is Dance Dance Ninja.
You were so close. You were dead.
You
You
were-
had it.
You were this
Yeah.
close.
We were
You
saying
just-
it's a Ninja Revolution. No.
It was so close. That was a heartbreaker. It was a great match. Now let's go to our winners, Jake and Michael. How are you two feeling about this match?
I feel good. It was definitely nervous coming in. They're very good. Like as soon as they landed on Action Adventure, I sort of knew they're going to take it and they're going to do very well, which they did. So yeah, it was definitely made me worried going into our outspin, but we got sort of lucky with one of our strengths. Yeah, they're really good, and I was just nervous going in. They picked good strengths that you're going to have to study. So yeah, it's definitely very relieved.
Yeah, Michael can back me up. I was nervous going before this match. Watching second rails matches, they really complement each other well, and they have really good depth of knowledge, which is why, if you get an 80s, 90s question, they're going to get it, and that's something I was really worrying about. But listen, they came back with round 2 and 3. They a little struggled with round 1, but they're a great team. They're 3-1 still, so it's we're still gonna be seeing them soon, and I look forward to seeing the next time they play. But we got lucky. But our last 3 matches, we improved from our performances and strategy, and it all kind of accumulated to this match because of our 4 matches, this is our best match. We went 10 for 10 in round 2. I got 7, you got 5. We got 12 points. That's enough to take a lead. We played the game of our life in this one. We played the best game, and I'm just gonna make it clear. I want a fucking belt. I just want a fucking belt, and I'm craving for one like I have been for so long now. So if you want to set that up, you can go for it.
Well, of course, this is the number 1 contender match. You do move on to King's Day to take on the man of both me, Kaleb Boatman and Sean Sandberg, the team champions. So how do you feel you booked your way into that? How do you feel going in?
I'm freaking nervous, guys. I'm freaking. I'm a little bit nervous.
Mikey, you want to say anything before I say something?
They're a really good team. It's going to be weird facing Kaleb in a title match to try and take a belt from him when we're trying to get a belt in another league. It's just going to be all weird. We're doing our best Alabama impression right now, crossing over in incest. It should be fun. They're really great. They're the champs for a reason. I think they won by TKO, right? Or
they beat 80s, which I never could. So
yeah, and this will be my first foray into the title round match in Warzone, with all those rounds. So I've got to study up on them, get them down. But yeah, and got to think about strengths because I know they're going to study and all that.
This is
just
the worst case scenario.
Why we do this, but yeah, it's going to be fun.
I'm hoping that this match is the last that is released this week because I'm also going for the singles belt, so I'm going to be drained from trying to go for 2 belts. I'm the Sam Levine of King's Day, but listen, I'm hoping at the end. At the end of the day, I'm at least hoping for a belt. So listen, Kaleb, it's going to be a fucking great match. The only loss in this league is against me. Not gonna say that means anything because you guys beat 80s and you beat Jeremy, which I still can't do. So I'm looking forward to a good match, and yeah, I want a fucking belt.
Listen, it can't be worse than 2018 Snowball. That's for Jake. So it's all.
That's true. 0 for 3 there. Yeah.
All I'll say is that's going to be a good match. I am going to be nervous, which means I will be studying. But I also expect you both to study. I think it's going to be the highest scoring team match ever. I have high hopes for it. Let's do this. I think it'll be fun. And I think the best team will win no matter who it is. And yeah.
I'm just shocked at the lack of this respect towards suspenders, people. Just like, they're so much better than belts. You can do the whole fat cat thing, just like, hey.
Okay, now let's bring in second reel, Matt and Thomas.
Yeah, that was a good one. Yeah, as soon as I saw that Jake and Michael were going to be a team, I was like, I feel bad for anyone who has to play them. That's going to be a dominant team, and then they proved it tonight for sure. Where I knew as soon as they got release dates, it was pretty much over at that point. But yeah, it was fun. I think, like I said, 3-1. That's nothing to sneeze at. That's a good way to make a name for ourselves. Next season, I think we'll come back and do some damage.
Yeah, I mean, I've totally screwed us in round one. I mean, a lot of this just weren't in my wheelhouse, and that's the way it goes down sometimes. Yeah, like I said, a lot of teams didn't even expect us to get this far, and whatever. Screw you guys. Y'all are sitting at home too now. So.
I look forward to the championship match. That should be a hell of a show. So yeah.
Yeah. Well, we do know what the next team you will be facing is. Well, we know. I should clarify. We know one of the two options. You'll be facing the winner of Light It Up and Cult Classics. So either a rematch of a match we've recently played, or the new team of not new team, but the team of Dom and Dustin. So thoughts on that match specifically, and who would you rather face?
I say bring it on, either of you guys. We're going to be hungry for the next team, and we're going to come back bigger and badder. So it's going to be good. We'll be watching the match closely.
Definitely. So with that being said, Tony, final thoughts?
Oh, you actually want me to speak now? Okay, I'll stop playing Pokemon.
Oh, well, are you going to rant about suspenders again?
Hey, that was a good point. This was a fantastic match. Like, just sadly, case second reel just couldn't get out the gates off quick enough. Sadly, it's one of the situations where if round one doesn't go your way, it's very difficult to catch up. But it's like, but if any team ever sleeps on second reel again, they are a fool.
Yeah,
Wait,
that is right. Yeah, sorry, I was reading something funny, but yeah, I agree. I'm nervous.
yeah, I was about to say, how are you feeling? Like now that the two scary Australians are away.
Kind of the match that I was expecting the whole time. From the minute we kind of figure out this picture, this is the team that I expect to be playing, and it's going to be weird. It's going to be weird because there's a good chance that in another league, again, that match hasn't happened yet, but like there's a pretty good chance that in another, maybe not a pretty good chance because I don't want to disrespect Matt Cuellar and Russell Howell, but we have yet to play that team. There's a chance that me and Michael, assuming Jake and Cameron maybe win Oncoming Storm, that me and Michael could be playing Jake and Cameron, but then also Jake and Michael could be playing me and Sean. So it's going to be very interesting. And that's over in Full Metal, but this is here.
This is like an Alabama wedding. Jesus wept.
Yikes. But no, I'm going to be nervous, but I'm going to be prepping hard. And me and Sean want to keep those belts. Back in high school, somebody took my belt and then my pants fell down and it was very embarrassing. And I'm
sorry about that.
Happen again. So yeah, I say bring it on, but also please no. So from second reel, from concept, from Tony, and from myself, it's been Multiplex Movie Warzone, the #1 contender match. See you at King's Day.
Wear suspenders.